that 6-year-old that Muhammad married, her father was Abu Bakr. And so in that case, Abu Bakr was the father-in-law of Muhammad and a friend of Muhammad. And we have another person called Ali. Ali was the cousin of Muhammad and the son-in-law of Muhammad. So Ali was the first cousin of Muhammad, and he was the one that married Fatima, the daughter of Muhammad. So the two potential successors at that time were Abu Bakr and Ali. So a lot of people said Abu Bakr should take over, while some people that believe he has to be by lineage, by blood lineage, favored Ali, which was the cousin of Muhammad and the son-in-law of Muhammad. So that was where this agreement came from. So eventually, Abu Bakr succeeded Muhammad, while Ali could not be the caliph until after two other successors. So the people that favored Abu Bakr eventually become the Sunni Muslims, and the people that favored Ali they become the Shia Muslims. So that's where Islam is. So what are the differences? The Sunnis view that leadership should be chosen by community consensus. We already mentioned that. So and that's why the reason why Abu Bakr was chosen. And the Shia view that he has to be appointed, they have to appoint Ali the cousin and the son-in-law. So the key differences is in leadership. Sunni believe leadership has to be chosen by community. Religious authority is Sunni, they interpret law and there should be no divine lineage. Where the Shia believe the Imam holds spiritual authority. And when we're looking at the population of the world today, over 85 to 90% of Muslims are Sunni, while only 10 to 13% they are Shia. Where are they located at? If you are looking, majority of they are Sunni. And they are located in places like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Turkey, Indonesia. When you look at here, places like Iran, Lebanon, and part of Syria. As a matter of fact, Iran is the Shia capital of the world. And when you're looking at their similarities, they all believe that Allah is one God. They believe in Quran and the Holy Scripture. They all believe Prophet Muhammad as the prophet of Islam, and they all practice 5 pillars. They share history, rituals, and moral teachings. So those are the similarities, those are the differences. So in summary, the Sunnis are the one that believe Abu Bakr should succeed Muhammad, and the Shia believe Ali is supposed to be the successor of Muhammad. So that was where the differences came from. That's it.
Okay, so if that is the case, why is Iran attacking other Muslim neighbors? Why is Iran always shelling Saudi Arabia, throwing bombs into Qatar, throwing bombs into UAE? Even that happened yesterday. Why is that? If they are united, if Islam is one. Maybe I should call on, I don't know how, let me go back to Brother Mark to address that. If the differences are so minimal, so superficial, why is it that they are killing themselves? Why are they unaliving themselves?
Thank you. Actually, when we explain to Muslims in Nigeria that forget about the illusion they tell you Islam is one, they are never one. Sunni and Shia belief systems are different. Sunni never see Shia as a good Muslim. They don't even see them as Muslim. Likewise, Shia does not see Sunni does not see Shia as a Muslim. They are great enemies to each other. Just like I tell people, these people only have agreement on three things: expand Islam, eradicate Israel and Jews, then eradicate Christians. Those are the three major things they have agreement on. Any other thing they are against each other. In fact, with analysis and what we've seen, we've come to believe that if Islam take all over the world again, God forbid, it will be chaos and tragedy. It will be war that will never end. Let's not forget that Islam is all about, is not only about religion. People tend not to focus on the political and the military aspect of it. This religion that is propagated through killings, through unaliving, through terror, through total submission of people to their belief system. So if you look at religious aspect, they tend to teach people that they are one. But when we talk about the political aspect of it, which is the major reason why the religion was established in the first place, we will see that, if you are looking for political, you need power. So each sect will fight for power. If we come to today, we see that one will rather take power or seek influence with his wealth. It is collaboration with enemies. But one would rather seek power through terror. So I'm I'm close to the religion a bit. So I tend to see how they think and how they behave. Whenever you see them laughing together, believe me, sincerely, they have only one common goal at that point. They don't have the same belief system. Each sect is always looking for means to outpower the other. They tell all Muslims in Nigeria this life, they are one, they are together. Believe me sincerely, if you take over control, then other Muslims, especially from the southwestern side of Nigeria, then you will realize when they start dealing with you that you are not Muslims. They know themselves, but they are always the goal, the major goal is to make sure that they first propagate Islam. So when they take over, then they start on the issue of who wants recognition, who wants the power. So Nigerian Muslims, don't be deceived. Islam is not one. They tell you it is one. No. You are fighting in their cause. The moment they took over the land, you are subjected to them. You establish the rulings they give you. As they do in Iran and other areas, you no longer be in control of your government. They will bring a representative from their government, from their tribe, to rule over you. Just like the Fulani are doing in Nigeria. If you check almost from the northern state towards the area which they occupy right now, you will see that they are always having emirs. At a point, you find that the other will be subjected to the emir. That's how they rule. They take over and they bring representatives of their tribe who they believe to be the perfect Muslim to rule over you. I'll just stop there for Slap or just want to continue. Thank you very much.
Okay, before the next person talks, the the regime, we call it the Islamic regime in Iran, came into power 47 years ago. Before that time, Braslat has already given us some introduction. They used to run a Western style monarchy. So it was a monarchy, but they were more like westernized. However, people had some complaints here and there, some imperfections that he cracked down the Shah Pahlavi. He cracked down on Iranians, didn't give them enough freedom, and then the Islamists took advantage of that, partnered with Marxists and with communists and with leftists, and they rose up to topple the government of Pahlavi, of the Shah. The Shah is just the king. But then immediately they did that, the Islamists then turned on the others and one by one executed them, one by one. How relevant is that to some history that we have had in Nigeria vis-a-vis the Ilorin problem? Is there any parallel there?
Actually, if we look at Islam, we'll find out that it's the same style, the same system. The only thing that changes, so far that I know, is the method of fighting the jihad. Now, it's no longer, in some areas, no longer gun blazing, bombarding you. For example, let us look at Nigeria and let me, I don't want to, okay, let me say England, for example. Now, in Africa, in Nigeria, you see them going to a community